My fiancé texted, "I need a month to figure out if you're worth it." I replied, "Take as long as you need." What she learned 24 hours later changed her mind fast. Original post, Tius, 32, male, got the text Tuesday morning while cooking breakfast. My fiancé, Nora, 29, and I have been together for 4 years, engaged for 8 months, wedding set for next spring. The text hit at 7:23 a.m. Jasper, I need time to think about us, about whether you're truly worth my lifelong commitment. I need a month to decide. Don't contact me. I stared at my phone for maybe 30 seconds. 4 years together, cohabiting for 2, and she needs a month to decide my worth? My reply, take all the time you need. Then I set my phone down, finished my pancakes, ate, dressed, and went to work like any other Tuesday. Here's what Nora didn't know when she sent that text. I handle things quietly, not out of some noble sacrifice, but because it's simpler, less chaos. But when someone says they need to assess your value, that shifts the dynamic. First call was to my property manager. The apartment we live in? It's mine. Bought it 3 years ago before we moved in together. Nora's name isn't on any documents. She pays me $400 a month toward expenses, barely covering utilities, but I never made an issue of it. Hey Mike, quick question. If I need to remove someone from my apartment who's not on the lease, what's the process? Depends. They get mail there? Been there over 30 days? Yeah, about 2 years. Then they're a month-to-month tenant legally. You need to give 30 days written notice. Perfect. She asked for a month anyway. Next, I called my insurance provider. Nora's been on my work health plan for a year since her job at the retail store offers no benefits. Open enrollment was conveniently this month. Hi, I need to remove someone from my coverage during open enrollment. Yes, effective immediately when the window opens next week. No qualifying event, just open enrollment changes. The car was trickier. 2 years ago, Nora's old Toyota gave out. I helped her get a used Kia. The loan's in my name because her credit was wrecked from past shopping sprees. She's supposed to pay the $300 monthly payment. Sometimes she does. I checked my records. I've covered it 11 out of 24 months. I didn't act on the car yet, just noted it for my lawyer. By lunch, I'd made a list. Apartment, mine. Health insurance, my job. Car insurance, my policy. Phone plan, she's on my family plan. Gym membership, my corporate perk. Streaming services, all mine. Credit card, she's an authorized user on one. I wasn't being vindictive. She wanted to evaluate my worth? Fine. But evaluators don't get partner privileges. Partners share, evaluators don't. That evening, I came home to an empty apartment. Her stuff was still there, but she'd packed a bag. Found a note. Staying at Lila's for a while. Respect my space. I ordered pizza and watched a movie. Slept like a rock. Wednesday morning, 6:47 a.m., my phone blew up. 17 missed calls, 43 texts. It started with confusion. Jasper, my card got declined at the cafe? What's happening? Why's my card not working? Then escalation. This isn't funny. I can't get gas. Answer your phone. Then pleading, babe, please, I need to get to work. Can we talk? I didn't mean it like that. Calls started at 7:15. I didn't pick up. She wanted space to evaluate. She got it. 8:30 a.m., a call from Lila. Declined. 9 a.m., an unknown number. I answered. This Jasper? A guy, aggressive. Who's this? Nate, Nora's brother. What the hell did you do? She's crying, stuck at a gas station. I didn't do anything, Nate. Nora asked for a month to decide if I'm worth committing to. I'm honoring her request. By cutting off her cards? That's financial abuse. I laughed. Financial abuse? I removed her as an authorized user on my credit card. She's evaluating our relationship, so we're not together right now. Why would she have access to my money? She needs that card to live. She can use her own money like an adult. She has a job. You know she doesn't earn enough to what? Keep up the lifestyle I've been funding? Yeah, I know. He swore at me. I hung up. By noon, the flying monkeys were out in force. Her mom, Diane, called my office. My assistant said I was in meetings all day. Here's the deal with Nora's family. They've been fine with our setup. When we visit, I cover dinners. When they need repairs, they call me. Last fall, when Nate's kid needed school supplies, guess who Nora volunteered? But respect? Gratitude? Nope. I'm just reliable to them. Dull. Good enough for Nora to settle with. I've overheard Diane say Nora could do better if she tried. Heard Lila tell her to keep her options open, just in case. Well, she's exploring those options now. Update 1. Thursday. Yesterday was revealing. Nora showed up at my office at 2 p.m. Security called to confirm she was allowed in. I said yes, but had them bring her to the lobby cafe, not my office. She looked worn, hair in a sloppy ponytail, no makeup, in sweatpants. This is a woman who won't grab the mail without a full face. Jasper, please, we need to talk. I checked my watch. I've got 15 minutes, what's up? Her face fell. What's up? Are you serious? You canceled my cards. My phone's not working. I couldn't even get a ride share. Lila drove me. Your phone? I checked my personal phone, opened the family plan. Huh. You've used 45 gigabytes this month. It's throttled, not canceled. That's why I suggested upgrading to unlimited, but you said it was too pricey. I mean, it works, but Jasper, this is crazy. You can't cut me off from everything. I haven't cut you off from anything that's yours. Your own cards should work. Your car runs. Your job's there. What did I cut you off from? She stared. You know I can't afford. My cards are maxed. I did know, because I'd been paying them down. Another thing I handled quietly. Stopped those payments Tuesday morning, too. Nora, you texted me saying you need a month to decide if I'm worth committing to. Your words. That means we're on a break, right? Why would I keep paying for someone evaluating my worth? That's not... I didn't mean... What did you mean? She shifted. Lila said you might be taking me for granted, that you'd gotten too comfortable. She suggested I shake things up, make you fight for me. There it was. So this was a test? A manipulation? No, I just wanted to see if you'd fight for us. Fight for someone questioning my value after 4 years? Why would I? Because you love me. I did. Enough to support you financially for years without complaint. Enough to tolerate your family's disrespect. Enough to ignore you browsing dating apps for my replacement. Her face paled. How did you... Your tablet syncs to your phone, Nora. When you browse Tinder, it shows in the history. Been happening for 2 months. Silence. Look, I said, standing. You wanted a month to evaluate? Take it. Evaluate the real situation, not the one I've been subsidizing. Figure out what you actually bring to a relationship besides demands and what your real options are. I'll have a 30-day eviction notice delivered tomorrow. Jasper, wait. I left. Last night was eventful. By 8 p.m., her stuff started vanishing from the apartment. Not my concern, she has a key for the 30 days. But she was clearly rushing things to Lila's. Then the texts started again, not from Nora, but everyone else. Diane, you're evicting my daughter? What kind of man are you? Nate, you're making her homeless over a fight? Lila, she's crying nonstop. Hope you're proud. Even Nora's cousin, heard you're being a total jerk to Nora. She deserves better. I didn't reply to any. But here's the wild part. At 11 p.m., my friend Ryan, a bartender downtown, called. Yo, isn't Nora your fiancée? Not anymore, why? She's here with some guy. Been here 2 hours, all over him. Good for her. Seriously, you're cool? Yeah, I'm good. And I was. It was all falling into place. She'd been shopping around. Lila probably knew about this guy. The month to evaluate was likely to test this new option while keeping me as a fallback. Except now, there's no fallback. Update 2. Friday morning. The last 12 hours were insane. Nora was out Thursday night with a guy, Lila's boyfriend's buddy, Qley. Per the text essay I woke up to, Qley has potential, but, quote, drives a 2014 Corolla and shares a house with roommates. Texts started at 2 a.m. You up? I know you're mad, but can we talk? I messed up. Qley was a bust. He wanted to split the bill. Split the bill, Jasper. You never made me pay for anything. I'm at Lila's, but she's annoyed. Says I can't stay forever. Jasper, please. At 7 a.m., Diane called again. I answered. Jasper, there's been a mix-up. No mix-up, Diane. Nora was clear. She's young. She doesn't know what she wants. She's 29. You're throwing away 4 years over one mistake? What mistake? Being honest about my worth? Or thinking she could find a better sponsor? How dare you? Did you know she's been on dating apps for 2 months? While wearing my ring? Living in my apartment? Spending my money? Silence. This isn't one mistake. It's who she is. And I enabled it. But it's mostly on you for raising a daughter who thinks relationships are about what she can take, not give. She gives plenty. She loves you. Really? Name one sacrifice she's made for me in 4 years. One bill she's paid on time. One time she defended me when you or Lila disrespected me. Longer silence. Thought so. Have a good day, Diane. The real chaos hit at 9 a.m. I'm working from home in a Zoom call when I hear noise outside. Look out the window. A moving truck's blocking the street. Nora, Lila, Nate, and 2 strangers are unloading boxes. I muted my mic, went to the door. Can I help you? Nora rushed forward. Babe, I'm moving back in. I'm sorry, I was dumb. No. What do you mean, no? This is my home. This is my apartment. You're a month-to-month tenant with a 30-day eviction notice delivered yesterday. Nate stepped up. Come on, man. Don't be a prick. Let her move back in. Her stuff never left. She took it to Lila's last night. She can't move out and back in under an eviction notice. Lila. She has tenant rights. For 29 more days, but she can't move back in after moving out. One stranger, Qley, I assume, stepped forward. Hey, dude, just let her. You Qley? The guy she was with last night? He looked confused. Yeah? And you're helping her move back in with her ex, the one she called abusive and controlling? Qley looked at Nora. You said he was abusive? Nora flushed. It's complicated. I laughed. Qley, my guy, run. Whatever she told you, whatever she promised, it's not worth it. Trust me. Qley glanced between us, then at his friend, and just walked to his car and left. His friend followed. Nate got in my face. You're ruining her life. No, I'm refusing to fund it. Big difference. The yelling drew attention. My neighbor came out, phone ready. Everything okay, Jasper? Need the cops? Lila grabbed Nora. Let's go. He's being a jerk. As they reloaded the truck, Nora turned to me. I loved you, you know. No, Nora. You loved the lifestyle I provided. If you loved me, you wouldn't need a month to judge my worth. She started crying. Nate flipped me off. Lila muttered about karma. They drove off. 20 minutes later, I got a Venmo request from Nora for $1,500. Note, for moving truck and emotional distress. Declined. Another for $50. Note, for gas, please, I'm on empty. Declined. A third for $20. Note, for food, haven't eaten since yesterday. I almost felt guilty. Then I remembered she chose this. She had a stable life, a partner who loved her, security. She tossed it because Lila convinced her she could do better. Final update. 1 week later. This is my last update. There's nothing more to say. Nora's gone, the apartment's calm, life's great. But the weekend brought some final drama. Saturday morning, Nora tried one last move. Showed up alone, looking like the Nora I fell for 4 years ago. Hair styled, makeup flawless, wearing the dress I got her for our 2nd anniversary. Can I come in? Just to talk? Against my instincts, I let her in. We sat across the living room. "I've been thinking," she began. "I see now how much you did for me, how much I took for granted." I waited. "I want to fix this. I'll do couples therapy. I'll get another job. I'll tell my family to back off. Whatever you want." "Why?" She blinked. "Because I love you." Number why now? What changed since Tuesday when you needed to evaluate my worth? She looked down. I realized what I lost. Be specific. The apartment, the stability, the lifestyle, keep going. The way you handled everything, me. I didn't see how much you did until it stopped. And? Her voice shrank. I can't afford to live alone. Lila wants me out by Monday. My mom can't help. She's on a pension. Nate's got his own family. I've looked at apartments and even studios are... She started crying. There it was. Not love, not regret, just reality hitting. Nora, listen closely. You didn't lose me this week. You lost me months ago when you started shopping for my replacement. This week, you lost your funding. That's not fair. No, it's fair. You showed me who you are, and I'm thankful. It saved me from a lifetime of being a safety net instead of a partner. She left, but not before asking if she could stay until she found a place. Number. Could I co-sign an apartment? Number, could I loan her first and last month's rent? Number. The smear campaign started Sunday. Suddenly, I'm the bad guy online. Nora posted a tearful story about her controlling ex, who financially abused her and left her homeless. Lila backed it up, claiming I isolated Nora from her support network. Diane posted about how I manipulated her daughter into financial dependence, then cruelly abandoned her. I didn't respond. My brother did. With receipts. Screenshots of Nora's active dating profiles while engaged. Bank records of me paying her credit cards. Texts where Nora bragged to her cousin about having me on lock. Even an old Instagram post where she called me her personal bank, with laughing emojis. The posts vanished fast. Mutual friends say Nora's living with her mom in her mom's one-bedroom condo, picking up extra shifts at the store. Cole ghosted her after the moving truck fiasco. Lila's boyfriend dumped her after learning she encouraged Nora to explore options while engaged. Nate asked a mutual friend if I'd hire him for some freelance work. I won't. Me? I'm great. Better than great. Went on a date Wednesday with a woman from my gym. She insisted on splitting the bill. When I offered to cover it, she said, "Thanks, but I've got it. I like to contribute." Nearly fell over. We're going out again tomorrow. Oh, and that 30-day notice? Nora has 22 days left. Her stuff's still here. If it's here when time's up, it's going to charity. Some lessons learned. Thanks for reading, Reddit. I'm done.